my name is Nastya, and I will be here for the first time this year. But I'm also studying at Samara University, and I'm really happy to be here and cook. I hope together, together with you today, or at least you can just watch and remember the recipe and maybe cook it some other time in the future.
Yes, we have a question actually. We see that Mahesha, you are here. Mahesha, will you cook with us together or not? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question?
Will you cook together with us or you will just watch how we are cooking?
I think I will watch it first because I'm not that good at cooking.
All right, it's fine. We're also not that good.
We also have this problem, you know.
Okay.
It's fine. So, well, you can just enjoy. And yes, as Nastya said, you can just remember the recipe and later you can do it by your own.
Yeah, and today we are going to cook two traditional Russian dishes. Maybe you know them. The first one is Russian pancakes, or so to speak, they are called blini in Russian. And another one is a salad. It's called oливье, or the winter salad. And you can say what other Russian traditional dishes you know. And you want to try cooking maybe someday, some of the dishes.
We see that Agung, that Kefas and Alexander, they are also joining. Hello, guys. As well, it's me, Lada here, and Nastya.
Hello again.
She will also cook with us. Well, we see that you are just joining. We see that Agung and Kefas, you already joined. Guys, will you cook together with us or you will just watch? Agung, Kefas? Because Mahesha said that he's going just to watch and probably enjoy how we will cook some dishes. Because we need to understand, can we start or not? Hi, I just watch because I can't cook in my boarding house room. All right.
Okay.
Yes, it's fine. So I think that we can start.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Nastya said, we will cook two dishes today. We will cook pancakes and we will prepare Russian traditional salad called oливье. And for start to cook oливье, first of all, we have to boil some ingredients. We have to boil potato. I think we will take
3? Yes.
Yes, maybe we will cook 3 potatoes. We put it in our pot, our pan. Then we will add
1 carrot.
Yes, it's not that big, just small one. And we will add
a couple of eggs. Yes. Or 3.
Yes. We will add 4.
we will boil more, the better.
Yes, we just put 3 potatoes, 1 small carrot, and 3 eggs. Probably you may ask, why don't we peel? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we peel it? Because if you would like to shorten your time of cooking, you can boil it all together because we have only 4 plates there, and 1 plate we will use for frying our pancakes, and another one we will use for boiling our vegetables and eggs. So if you would like to boil it separately, you can boil it separately.
It's just a life hack. If you want the vegetables to peel easier, you can peel them afterwards, after you boil them.
Yes, when it will be ready, we will, of course, take the skin out. Yes.
Yeah.
So now we will fill our pan with the cold water, and I will ask Nastya.
So we should cover all the vegetables, basically.
Yes, and we will start to boil it with the most
With the bigger hob, on the bigger hob
Yes.
fire.
yes, on the bigger fire. And the key thing when it starts to boil, we should take the
A foam
should take a foam away
out of the.
out from the pan. So now our vegetables and eggs, they just started to be prepared. And now we are ready to start to cook.
And how many minutes will they be boiling?
First of all, we have to wait when the foam will be formed there. And when the foam will be there, we will decrease the fire. Just now we have 9, the biggest fire. Then we will decrease fire to probably 7. And we have to wait 10 minutes for eggs and approximately 20 or 25 minutes for carrot and for our potatoes. So first of all, we just should wait when the foam will be there. And while we are waiting, while it's boiling, we can start to prepare our pancakes. So what do we need? Of course, we need a pan, because we need some pan where we can mix ingredients all together. So, Nastya, what do we need?
We also need a glass of milk. It's approximately 200 milliliters.
Yes, we probably need like 200 grams or maybe a little bit more of flour. We will need just a spoon tea of sugar and just a bit of salt, and of course 1 or 2 eggs. Yes. So probably first of all we will start with eggs, and we will add it there. Then we will, I guess, add just 1 teaspoon of sugar. And I suggest we can add just a bit.
To your taste.
Yes, just a bit of salt. That's it. And we can mix just a bit together.
Be careful with the peel.
Yes. So we can just mix it. It looks like that.
And you can also control how fluid you want your batter to be. So you can add, for example, more milk or more flour.
Yes, I suggest that now we will add a bit of milk. Not all of the glass. Maybe just a 3/4 of it. Just like that. And we will also mix it. Now we can add flour, but before we'll add flour, I would like to remind you that it's better when you will add your liquid for pancakes to the frying pan. It's better to just
To heat it beforehand, to put it on to heat.
Yes, so that's why we will start our plate and we will add a bit
Of vegetable oil.
yes, vegetable oil.
We don't want to burn our pancakes, but if you burn your pancake, then it's all right.
Yes, it will be boiled just a bit. Now we are ready to add our flour. Again, not all of it.
Half
Yes, maybe
a glass.
half a glass. Because in general, it should be a kind of liquid, yes? Not should be a mess. It should be liquid. We see that it's looked more like porridge, like a kind of milk mess. So that's why we should add a bit more of milk. Because it should be liquid.
Well, I think it's maybe a bit.
Yeah, we think we should add a bit of flour. something like that.
We usually don't use particular measurements.
Yes. All Russian moms, grandmoms, they just do it like, I think it will be enough.
Yeah. And in most cases, it turned out to be really good.
Yes, and I suggest that we can add just a bit of oil inside our mess, just like that. It will be enough.
So it won't be burned.
Yes,
Just in case.
just in case. So me and Nastya, we agree that it's fine.
Yeah.
And we are going to show you. Yes, you see, it's a kind of liquid inside. You see it like that. It's not just like a porridge. Because the key difference between American pancakes and Russian pancakes, that Russian pancakes, they are really thin.
Thin and wide
Yes, and wide.
in diameter.
Because you see the diameter of frying pan is quite huge.
Yeah, we have special pans, actually frying pans, especially for pancakes, Russian pancakes.
Yes, that's it. So now I think that our frying pan is it's quite heat. And we will add our liquid to our frying pan. Let's do it like that.
And actually, the batter should just cover all over the pan.
Yes, and there is an idiom in Russian language that the first pancake is always
The worst one.
the worst one. Yes, it's always a bullshit. So that's why we can say it about all of the deals that we would like just to start. So it means that the first try always will be the worst one. So it's fine because you're just in the beginning.
You're learning.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just in the beginning of our cooking. That's why me and Nastya suggest that our first pancake will be also the worst one.
Maybe not. We will see.
Yes. And while we cook our pancakes, we should don't forget about our pan. There
We
is
put some salt later.
yes, probably, but there is still no foam. But it started to be a bit boiled. There's some
About the
movements.
chicken.
But
Okay.
yes, we should also boil chicken fillet for the Olivier salad, but we will boil it a bit later because of the electricity issues at my apartments. I cannot use 4 of my plates simultaneously. That's why we will cook it when our pancakes will be done. And I think that we should prepare some plate for the pancakes. And we in Russia, as Russians, we also grease our pancakes with the butter.
Mm-hmm.
So we prepared the butter.
But actually, you can put like any topping you want. For example, jam, chocolate. Yeah, some people even add some caviar.
Yeah.
It's like a very Russian way to eat pancakes.
That's it. And when you think that one of your sides is ready, you should turn it to another side. But we see that our one side is not ready because it's our first pancake, as you remember, guys.
Maybe we should wait some.
Yes, I think we should wait a bit. Да, не очень. Не очень. And we have a question actually for you. Do you usually guys cook pancakes for your breakfast, for instance?
Or what dishes in general do you cook? Like for breakfast, for dinner?
Yes.
What's your favorite meal?
Because most of families in Russia, they like to cook pancakes for the breakfast, but not for the daily,
Yeah, not daily.
but maybe for some weekend mornings, maybe on Sunday.
When you have
Saturday.
some time to
Yes.
flip all the pancakes.
Yeah, I also sometimes cook pancakes for the breakfast on Saturday. We see that our first pancake is going to be trash. But it's fine.
We're not professionals.
We're not professionals. We will be better next time. We tried our best.
But the taste is more important than the appearance, the outer.
Yes, I think that the taste will be quite good. Not much anymore.
Don't judge the book. Don't judge the pancake by its appearance.
Yes, I think it's my fault that I added too much oil.
Yeah, maybe you should put less oil to the frying pan. Yes.
That's all just should be thin level. Yes, thin level. Because generally it should be a kind of brown beige color that you will understand that it fried quite good.
Properly.
Yes, properly. That's it. Now we're just waiting.
I guess we have the liquid, the batter for like 3 more maybe pancakes. So if you want more, then of course you made some more batter.
Yeah. As you see, it looks now like that. You see, it's quite small. Later we will show you.
Well, this side is a bit better.
Yes, you see,
Looks better.
this side is sweet better. You can see that in the middle, you can find that it's a bit fried. It's fine. It's all right. Nice to just throw in some trash away to the rubbish bin.
Yeah, you should always clear your desk.
Yes, and I think that it's done. So this is our first pancake. You see, it's quite thin. I will show you. It's thin, you see, and it's a really huge one. It's like a circle.
But maybe just the color should be a bit more bronze, but
The first pancake is always fresh. And now I think we're ready to start to cook our second pancake. Again, we're not that good at making.
not that much. Maybe you should just cover like this.
And now, as we mentioned before, we will grease, grease our pancake with a bit of butter. You see that I took the butter, yes, and I just grease it, my pancake. It's not that bad. It's not. So it looks like that. Now
Our vegetables are boiling. I can see.
yes, then our vegetables started to boil, and we will decrease the fire. It was the biggest fire, it was the 9, but now it's just 7. Today it's a kind of chill class because you are just watching, and I see that other participants, you also joined us. Hello there, everyone.
Hi.
We started to cook a bit later, a bit earlier. And we have a question, guys. Do you cook anyone with us, or you just watch? For those who just joined. Because we know that Kiva, Sagung, and Mahesha, they are just watching. What about others? You just watch as well? Because some of the participants, they texted us that they live in the dormitories, so that's why it's quite hard for them to cook. We understand for sure.
But these recipes are pretty easy, so practically everyone can handle this, I believe.
I also watch Texas Richard. Okay, it's fine. Later, maybe you will cook it if you want by your own.
These are easy recipes.
So maybe it's time. It's time to time 10 minutes for our eggs. In 10 minutes, our eggs will be ready, and maybe it's time to share some stories about Pancakes Week.
Pancakes week?
Yes, Maslenitsa.
Ah,
It's because in Russia,
Next Monday.
yes, next Monday there will be
a big holiday, Russian holiday. It's
yes,
called Maslenitsa in Russian.
and during all this week, all Russian families, they will cook pancakes because it's a kind of tradition that in Russia, winters they are quite long, cold, freezing, and there is always dark outside. That's why we celebrate.
Yeah, and it's also such a tradition to burn like a scarecrow, kind of a scarecrow.
Yes, that's why
Oh,
we're
that's
ready
awesome.
that it's ended and we burn scarecrow and we're ready to meet spring
Yeah,
because the day they are going to be longer and there is more light during the day. And that's why we celebrate the start of the spring with eating pancakes. That's it. And yes, I see that this pancake is also ready. I think we should add just a bit of oil to just grease it. And I think it's
Yeah,
going
the
to be
last
the last one. But as Nastya said, if you want to have more pancakes, you just should add more ingredients. And we shouldn't forget to grease pancakes with the butter. You see, each pancake you should grease with the
well,
butter.
it's more optional, but we usually do this.
Yes. That's it. And you probably mentioned that Nastya's English is quite good, it's quite excellent, because Nastya, she is studying, yes, English.
Well, yeah, basically my major is foreign philology, and currently I'm studying 3 foreign languages, namely English is like the main language. I'm studying also German and Chinese. It's like additionally. So yeah.
So Nastya is kind of polyglot. She knows lots of languages.
Not yet, but I hope to be one.
Yes, and Nastya, she's a 4th year student.
Yeah, it's my last term. Unfortunately, I don't want to say goodbye to the university, actually.
It's quite hot inside, that's why we asked to open the window.
Does this thing work?
Yes, our 3rd pancake is going to be ready
Well,
soon.
now the color is better,
Yes,
but the shape
but the shape is
is
not
not perfect. But
it's not a circle, it's a kind of, I don't know. They are just 3 pancakes. And when our pancakes will be done, we can decorate with different, I don't know, berries, some flavors, such as condensed milk or jam or maybe honey. It just depends to you. Some people prefer to eat pancakes maybe with fish, with meat.
you can just put something inside pancake.
Yes. But for instance, me, I like sweet pancakes. I always eat pancakes with condensed milk. What about Nastya?
Yeah, I guess the same. It's my favorite topping for pancakes. It's usually what my grandma makes for me. Sometimes, not on a regular basis, of course, but still. And she also sometimes makes some pancakes with meat inside. And we usually eat these kind of pancakes with ketchup. It's like a tomato sauce.
So all of our pancakes, they are done. We will lubricate it.
Oh, looks not that bad. Actually.
Yes, it looks not that bad because it's not the first one. Because only first ones are bad.
But it's not on the top.
But I hope that you see the difference. Yes, for instance, they are just 3 pancakes and they are thin. You see, it's really thin. Because in American and Canadian movies, you see that pancakes are always quite high, yes. But Russian pancakes, they are thin. So I think I will, you see it? It's our treasure. I will give our plate.
Made with love.
Yes, made with love. Nice one. I will give our plate to Masha that maybe she will decorate it and send some pictures to our jar. Thanks a lot. And now we are done with pancakes and we are ready to cook other ingredients for the Olivier. Potato, our eggs and our carrot, they are boiled together in one pan. And it's time to start to boil our chicken. And they're just some chicken fillets, some of them, not that much. We will add cold water and also we will boil it. So Nastya, please add some cold water. And I will put my butter in the fridge because it's also a bit greasy.
This one.
Yes. Now we will start to boil it. And while we are just waiting,
I guess for 25 minutes.
yes, around 25 minutes, because usually people, they cook Olivier with meat, with probably beef. They boil it for 1 hour and a half. But unfortunately, we don't have enough time for cooking beef. That's why we just use chicken because it's cheaper.
But actually, there are different ways of cooking Olivier. So you can just add something from yourself.
Yes.
It will be your personal Olivier.
Yes, if for instance, if you're vegetarian, you can don't use chicken. For instance, if you're vegan, you can avoid using eggs and chicken. And it also will be very tasty. And when your salad is ready, we also put some sauce as mayonnaise. I think you know mayonnaise. Yes, or maybe other dairy products just to mix it together. And it's really tasty. And the interesting fact that salad called Olivier, it's a kind of French name, but it's traditional Russian meal. And we cook it during New Year's Eve, during Christmas holidays. And on the table, if you know, during the New Year's Eve, we have lots of meals on the table, yes. It could be Olivier, it could be other salads, maybe chicken. Yes.
Yeah, I believe it's because, the salad is kind of French, because a French cook created this dish.
Yeah.
But maybe it was here in Russia and it became widespread in our country, especially.
Yes. Sometimes we also call Olivier as winter salad because it's traditional winter salad for the New Year's Eve party, for New Year's Eve table.
Mhm.
And for instance, if you will be invited in Russian family for the New Year's Eve, you'll definitely 100% find their Olivier. It will be in the middle, in the center of the table. It's like the main salad, the main dish. Yes, I agree. And while we are just waiting for our vegetables, eggs, chicken to be prepared, I think we can start to cut our cucumbers because we also need cucumbers as such as an ingredient for the salad. So first of all, I think we will take our plate for the salad. So we will cut everything there. And 2 cutting boards. Yes, we will have 2 cutting boards. And we have 3 cucumbers. We already cleaned them.
Don't forget to wash
Yes.
all your vegetables.
We already washed it. You see that there is water. And we will cut it into small cubes.
Yeah, just dice it.
Yes.
in cubes.
Slice it in small cubes, like that. It could be small cubes, it could be huge cubes. It just depends on what kind of shape you would like to make. For instance, I like small cubes. It's easier to chew. For instance, like that, just small cubes. Also, you can use not just cucumbers, you can use pickled cucumbers. Some people prefer to use pickle. It's also fine. It's not not a problem. So I will cut another one. Some people, they also don't like the skin, yes, and they like to peel cucumbers, but we won't do it.
But the thing is, most of Russian grandmas do some pickled vegetables for winter, and that's why we have a lot of like bottles with some vegetables that we can use for salads or something else.
Yeah, for instance, a lot of grandparents, they like to put in the jars to
In
pickle,
jars, yeah.
yes, to pickle some. It could be cucumbers, it could be mushrooms, it could be tomatoes, it could be some peppers. What else? It may be some.
Well, these are the most frequently used.
For instance, my aunt, she has her own dacha, it's like her own kind of
Countryside house.
yes, countryside house, and there is lots of tomatoes, cucumbers, and other greens, and she has so much vegetables that she has no idea what she should do with all of these ingredients, because she has already eaten lots of these ingredients. She's done, and at the end of summer she decided to pickle it. And for instance, this weekend we opened some of the jars with tomatoes. It was really tasty, and that's it. We usually eat it during winter time.
Because all the vegetables are much more expensive during winter time, and that's why we prefer to have it like beforehand in some other forms like frozen or pickled. You can choose.
Yes, we are done with cucumbers. We sliced it into cubes. That's it. And I suggest that it's time for our eggs. Yes?
Maybe. I didn't count the time.
I think we will take our plate and we will take out our eggs and put it into cold water.
And pay attention to the chicken, because if there is any like foam inside mess, then you should take it out.
So I will ask Nastya to put cold water. It's a lot. So guys, I think we have a question. We told you about our traditional food, and during other cultural programs, Masha told you many facts about our food, what we usually eat. We showed you how to cook pancakes. We started to cook Olivier, and we are kind of interesting what kind of traditional dishes you have in Indonesia. Probably it's something with rice. Can you please type or switch on your mic to share your traditional dishes? It's quite curious to know, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Because previously we had lots of participants from other countries. There were participants from Italy, Netherlands, Malaysia, China, Japan.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. When we are talking about pancake in Indonesia, we actually rarely eat pancake because our main staple food is rice, and we people do not really eat pancake or fried dove as a main food. But we also have some similar pancake or dish in Indonesia. It's called martabak manis. It is actually, the concept is almost the same with pancake, but it is thicker, and the condiment like chocolate, nuts, and banana, milk, and many others is like say wrapped inside the pancake. You can search it in online. I will type the name, and you can compare it to the pancake.
Okay, thanks a lot. Yes, so it seems like all cultures, all cuisines have their own pancakes. It's like martabak
And how
manis.
often do you cook them?
No, we never cook martabak manis because it is quite hard to make and it requires a specific pan to make it. And we usually buy it because it also consider cheap food and it is a dessert, so we can eat for the whole family and groups. And because it cannot be eaten alone, and yeah, it's considered a share food.
That's nice.
Company food, company dish.
Yeah, so you usually can go with your friends, with your family to the cafe and order this dish to eat it all together. Yeah, that's nice.
Yes, something like that.
All right, thanks a lot. And we see that Nastya, first it was Nastya to take out the foam. Now it's me, because our chicken started to be boiled. That's why we decrease our fire and continue to boil our chicken. And now I think it's time to check a bit our potato.
Yeah, you can just poke it with a knife or a fork to check if it's ready. If it's done
Like this. I see that it will be done soon. And also goes our carrot. No, not ready. Maybe it's time to increase the fire. It will be done soon.
Should we put some salt?
Yes. Nice, will add some salt to chicken, make it more tasty. And also it's possible to add salt to your vegetables. So when you will just take it out, take it away, you will see that the taste will be more salty because you added some salt.
Well, and after that, you can cook, for example, a soup.
Yes. That's it. So you see, it takes quite a lot of time to cook olivier because you should boil lots of the ingredients, like chicken, like carrot, like potato, and like eggs. So it should take like 1 hour or more for cooking this salad. And I still also see some foam. Yes, and we will check.
Okay, any more traditional dishes from your country that you want to share?
Yeah, what else do you cook? Do you usually eat? It's interesting because, for instance, in Russia, we have breakfast. It could be some porridge, for instance, for the breakfast, pancakes, yes,
Yeah,
tea, coffee,
scrambled eggs in
yes,
most cases.
yes. Then for lunch, we usually have some kind of soup. Yes, it's important part of our culture to have soup during lunch.
Yeah, maybe you know borscht is pretty famous,
Yes.
famous soup.
Yes, borscht, it could be fish soup, it could be chicken soup, meat soup, solyanka, different kind of soups. And then we have like the main meal. It could be mashed potato, it could be meat, chicken,
Rice also.
rice, pasta, I don't know. Maybe buckwheat. Professor Yekaterina told you about buckwheat. Yes, and for the drink we could have also tea or maybe some kind of juice, morse.
Mm-hmm.
Morse, it's a kind of juice from berries. So
Very
you have to boil berries, and then you will have a kind of this special drink like a pot.
Mm-hmm. And you should drink it hot
Yes,
or cold,
cold or hot drink.
whatever you want.
And for the dinner, we also can have a kind of rice with meat or other meals, potato. We very like potato.
Yeah, we have a lot of dishes made out of potatoes. Like you can bake it, you can make a smashed potato,
Yes,
boil it.
yes,
A lot of variants, options.
yes. Boil it, for instance. And we also love vegetables. As we told you before, we like pickled vegetables. That's why you can eat mashed potato.
I don't like it actually.
But I like pickle vegetables. So I like pickled cucumbers, pickled potatoes. So it's really nice to have it with mashed potato, with cutlet, and so on. And of course, we should have tea. we like tea, like British people. We like drink tea, like black tea or green tea.
Hot tea.
Yeah, we usually drink only hot tea.
Because I have just a friend from Latin America. He's from Peru, and he told me that they usually drink cold tea. I mean, and it's not like a beverage, but they make a usual tea and then put it in the fridge. So, and then they just drink it like frozen cold tea.
Because it's kind of cold outside, it's freezing. It's like maybe -5 degrees Celsius, and before the cooking class started, it was kind of snowing, so it was like -6 probably, -7 Celsius. It's quite cold, it was windy, so it's kind of nice, cozy atmosphere when you sit in your warm kitchen,
Yeah.
your warm apartment, and you drink cold tea, and outside it's kind of snowing, maybe there's no raining, it's a kind of storm. It's really nice to see and look in the window and drink cold tea. That's it. And we will check our potatoes. Already 2 potatoes are done. And when,
We should wait till they are cooled off.
yes, and then we will peel it.
Yeah, peel and also chocolate in cubes.
Yes. We will cut everything in cubes, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, everything. It's a salad.
And I think that our carrot is also done. We will wait till it will be cold. And I think that me and Nastya, we can start to peel our eggs because it's done. We boiled our eggs. We have 4 eggs. And we can start. Yes, I think maybe you should know. Yes. We'll peel it. You probably may ask, because we have 2 different types of eggs. You see, one egg is white and the next one is beige. I think it just depends on the type of the chicken, probably. I'm not sure.
I don't know exactly.
Because when you go to the store, when you go to the supermarket, you can find the white egg and you can find the beige egg.
There's different kinds, and you can also find different sizes of eggs.
Yes, it could be. For instance, it's like the biggest one, C0. The smallest one is like C2, it's like a small one. So in your stores, in your supermarkets, you can find also 2 types, or there's only 1 type. It's interesting one. Because here, I just bought the white one and the beige one. The taste is the same, I guess. It's not different. Is it the same? I mean, in Indonesia, you can find different types of eggs, yes?
And the friends of our family, they bought also like a countryside house, but more like in a village. And they also had some chickens, but they, of course, they don't kill them, but they just raise them for eggs. And now they have the eggs from the dacha. Dacha is like a countryside house.
Yes, it's interesting that because Russia is quite big country, lots of families, they have their family houses, countryside houses, is nice to mention. Usually on this square, you can have a small house, like 2-story house, for instance. And most of the people, they live there during summer because it's quite warm outside, hot outside. There is no need of central heating system. And they like to grow their own vegetables, berries. For instance, it could be some fruits, apple.
And even the livestock, but it's more like a village thing.
Yes. So you can eat your own apples, your own strawberry, raspberry, and so on. Yes, it's quite hot right now there. You see, we just... We also slice our eggs into small cubes. Just like that, just into small cubes. Oh. And add it to our plate. And I will check if our last potato is done. I think it will be done soon. And don't forget about your chicken. It should be boiled for like 25 minutes, as Nancy said before. And I will peel the last egg. Just will peel it.
Also, you can make different kinds of boiling eggs, so to speak, because it depends on the time you boil them. So, for example, you can make them like this, like completely boiled, but sometimes people don't boil them like completely for 15 minutes, but usually make it like less, maybe 7 minutes or less, and then you have like another kind of boiled eggs.
So they probably the yolks, they are more like liquid inside.
Yeah.
But for the salad, we will boil it for the whole time. You see, like this egg. Now we slice it and add it to our pan.
Can we show?
It's not very fun.
Huh?
It's not very fun. And so we also send them WhatsApp.
I still will show you something special.
Our blini with a peace symbol. Yeah.
It's actually M&M's, yes.
Yeah, elements.
We added some M&M's and decorate our pancakes. So I suggest while we are waiting, when our chicken will be done, when our potato will be done, maybe it's time to show you how to make mayonnaise.
Yeah, we can try to make our homemade mayonnaise.
We would like to show you that when you go to the Russian supermarket, you can find mayonnaise, of course, like in other countries. Mayonnaise, yes. But some people, they prefer to cook mayonnaise by
themselves.
Yes, by themselves. So that's why we would like to show you. We will use our mixture, our plate, and what kind of ingredients you need. We will need our glass. We will need milk, vegetable oil. We will need
Lemon juice, mustard, a
bit of mustard, and just a bit of salt, I guess. So what will we do? First of all, I think we have to fill our glass, a half of our glass, yes, with vegetable oil. A half of glass with vegetable oil. Настя will add it. Then we will add just like
a full?
no.
Sorry.
Just a 3/40 of our milk. Masha, she's standing here, and she suggests what should we do. Yes. Then we should add some lemon juice.
Just squeeze it.
Yes. Just squeeze it like that. Just like that. Add some lemon juice. See that something inside? Just some rubbish. lemon juice. Just add some lemon juice. And then we will finish it with just small mustard. Like that. See? Add mustard. There, and just a bit of salt. Just add it like that. Just a bit. Now we see some kind of mess, some liquid. It seems to be strange, but when we will mix it together, we should mix it for 1 minute, I guess. You will see that it will become a true mayonnaise. Just do it like that. I will show you. I would like to show you that we have this liquid, and it's a true homemade mayonnaise.
Only the consistency
Yeah, I think it's enough. And you see, inside there is mayonnaise. If you will compare it to the true mayonnaise, you will see no difference. Maybe homemade mayonnaise, it's like more.
Meanwhile, I will start peeling the vegetables, the rest of the vegetables.
Yes, and then we will be done. We can add our mayonnaise to our salad. We can use this one or homemade mayonnaise. It just depends on your tastes. Nice, I started to peel. I will also
It's kind of hot still.
start to peel carrot. Help Nastya. And then all of the vegetables we will also cut it into small cubes. Just peel it. We Russians, we love vegetables, so we often use carrot, potatoes, and other kind of vegetables. We love to boil them or to bake.
There is one more salad. It's called vinaigrette.
Yes.
It's also where you boil some vegetables and put them together.
Можно закрыть уже. Спасибо. О, должен был наверх. So I peeled. There is no skin, there's no peel on my carrot. And now I can slice it into cubes. Just like that. And I just soon will slice potato also into cubes. And later we would like to show you what we finally have. And when our masterclass will be finished, because it's lunchtime in Samara City, we will, a great pleasure, eat all of the pancakes, all salad, all together, because it's not only me and Nastya, it's not only two of us, it's also Masha, she's also sitting here. There is also Danya. He's our volunteer, he helps us to make stream on YouTube to make the record. And also here's volunteer Korn, you have already seen them before. He is also here to help us with cooking.
I'm just here to eat.
And to be a designer.
And yes, we will peel all of the potatoes. And soon our chicken will be done. I think it's already done because it's like small parts. So we will take it out and later we will also we will also cut it later into small cubes. That's it. And we'll continue peel our potatoes. International school. Please remember that you should tell some phrases in Russian. You should introduce yourself, and Professor Ina already showed you how to introduce yourself in Russian. And at the end of your successful, I hope, presentations, we will provide you certificates. And if you need a supplement with your grades for each of the subjects, we will also provide it, but a bit later, because final certification, it's your presentations, will be included in this supplement. And we can provide it maybe by the end of this week. So please, can you type on our chat, do you need supplement with all of the grades for Russian language, Russian traditions, Russian technology? Because we think that we will prepare it. Do you need supplement with grades for each of the subjects?
And I think if you have any questions, feel free also to ask them.
Yes. You can type. Maybe you don't need grades. You don't need supplements.
Who needs grades?
We don't know. So
Can we ask what masterclass was your favorite?
yes, actually, Nastya have a suggestion. Has she had a suggestion?
Yeah, I just wonder what masterclass or lesson was your favorite during this winter school?
You can use your mic. You can type. What did you like the most? Because it's probably the last day of in winter school.
Yeah.
And it's quite curious. Maybe we should, I don't know, develop something new.
Your feedback.
Yeah, maybe we need to add something. Usually when we ask participants this question, they say, we like cooking masterclass because after the end, we can have our lunch, dinner, etc. Because you do something with your own and then you can eat it. And also participants of Russian culture school, they like to make martinichka together with Masha, because by the end, you shoot your own doll, your own souvenir, made by your own, made by you. And I think I will start to slice our chicken. Into cubes. It's easy to cook together. There are two of us, and of course it takes more time if you are just alone, like other participants, to cook it alone. And one time we had a group of Malaysian students, and they all lived in one dormitory, so they decided to cook all of the meals together. So there was like 3 or 4 people, students. Yes, and they cooked everything, all the meals by their own. And later they just had dinner all together with all of their meals.
You can suggest your friends, groupmates, or family to try cooking one of these dishes sometime.
Some chicken, and then we will be done. So it takes just like 1 hour for us to prepare everything. If you use more plates, then there will be less time for cooking. Yes. And we are on our final point. Nastya will add some chicken, and then we will be done. So we will show you what we cooked. So we cooked the salad and pancakes. Nastya shows you. This is our lunch. You see, it's not that difficult to cook it.
Yeah.
So we are done, and we hope that you enjoyed.
Yeah, you enjoyed our cooking masterclass, and maybe you'll try to follow the recipe.
Yes. Thank you for being with us. We are done for today.
And we will also add the mayonnaise, of course.
And eat it.
Yeah.
So thank you for being with us. That's all. Пока-пока.
Bye-bye.
Пока-пока.
Спасибо.
Спасибо.
Спасибо,
Пока.
пока.
Пока-пока.
Пока-пока. Всем пока. До свидания.